Hey babes, I'm back with another Watch Me Work, and today I'm doing a winter/birthday set on one of my returning clients. I did already push my client's cuticles back, so now using a fine sanding band, I'm removing the shine off of her nails, and I'm doing this using a low speed. After doing this, I'm going to dust off her nails and apply my nail tips, and that's when I'll start to prime the nails. Now, when I'm prepping my nails, I like to use my NSI dehydrator, or any dehydrator alcohol works too. After that, I use a Young Nails protein bond, and lastly, I use my no lift primer. I've been using the Young Nails protein bond and a no lift primer combo for about 2 years now, and I get little to no lifting. Most of my clients keep their nails on for about 4 weeks. And I have proof on my Instagram page. First, for her pinky nail, I wanted to do a full stone nail, so I'm going to go in with my clear acrylic. And now I'm placing my first bead, and after I place it, I'm going to make sure that the top of the bead is flat to the nail before I start to bring the rest of my acrylic down so that I don't have to worry about it being lumpy later on. Also, if there's any acrylic that's fallen over to the side, I'm going to push it back on top before continuing to bring the acrylic down. Also, remember to hold the finger down as you're working so you don't have to worry about the acrylic spilling over onto the sides. I'll be doing the same thing for my second bead. After I place it, I'm going to make sure all of the acrylic is on top of the nail before I begin to blend it down. For my cuticle bead, I did use a smaller bead because, as you guys can see, that last bead was pretty large and I did not want to make this nail too thick. Before placing my colored acrylic, I do go in with a clear bead onto the natural nail. I had a question in my last video asking why do I do this. This helps prevent lifting, and it also will protect the already prepped nail. This colored acrylic is from Nailed by John, and just like before, I'm going to place my bead, make sure that all of it is on top of the nail before I start to bring that down very smoothly. And I wanted to do like a tri ombre with some glitter, so the glitter I'm using is from Secret Nail Affair. I say this all the time, I love Nailed by John acrylic. It's very, very smooth and it's perfect for beginners. On his website, he actually lets you know if the acrylic powder is advanced or if it's beginner level. Now I'm applying my glitter, and I really did not want the snowflakes a part of the ombre, so I am going to remove those big snowflakes. I'm starting to do the ombre for the nail, and I really could have done this in one bead, but I ended up doing this in two. I think here I got a little nervous, and I really wasn't too sure if I wanted to try to push that acrylic up or if I just wanted to play it safe and do it in two beads. After my acrylic is sidewall to sidewall, I did start to blend that down. I really do like how the glitter looks underneath the nude. It was definitely the look I was going for. And now I'm gonna go in with that last cuticle bead. For the cuticle bead, I did place it away from the cuticle area, and using the tip of my brush, I'm lightly gonna push it into the negative space. Now, if anything does spill over, I'll just use the tip of my brush to clean it up. Since this is a glitter nail, I am going to cap this nail in clear, of course, because I want to protect the glitter that's on top of the nail. And I'm not going to lie to y'all, normally I don't really use glitter too much, and if I do, it's just going to be on one nail by itself. Like, I don't really be playing around with the glitters, but y'all, it's about to be a new year, so I did want to start to try different things. Also, Christmas was yesterday, so Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I hope you guys are enjoying your time off. I hope you guys have some time off with your family. Like, please remember to take a break, especially as a service provider. We're dealing with so many different people, and we're encountering with so many different energies every day. So it's definitely best to take a break every once in a while. For this next nail, I am going to do a simple ombre without the glitter. And I was having brain farts as I was doing her nails because, like I said, I really did want to do something different. But she also did want to keep it winter even though it was her birthday. Like I said, for this nail, I decided to do a basic ombre nail. I didn't want to do a plain pink nail. That's really what I was trying to run away from. But I'm using the tip of my brush to make sure that acrylic is sidewall to sidewall before I bring it down. And this is extremely important because, of course, you don't want there to be little empty spaces in your acrylic when your client looks at their nails from the side. I hate that. Like, I really do hate how that looks, especially where the nail tip is placed. That's why it's really important to make sure that nail tip is blended, especially with certain nail tips. Now I'm placing my nude acrylic. This is Perfect Nude from Valentino. And you guys see how I'm patting that acrylic sidewall to sidewall, how it's completely covered before I blend it down. That's what you want that to look like. Remember, y'all, place the cuticle bead away from the cuticle area and then push it up into that area. If you place this too close, it is going to flood. And I don't think I flooded this nail. I don't think I did. But if I did, I'll go back in with the end of my brush and clean that up. Because if you don't clean it up, one, when you start to seal the cuticle area, it's going to look real funny. And the nail is going to lift right up. Now, under the circumstances that you flood the cuticles to where there is no return, I do recommend using the end of your cuticle pusher to clean that up. I've seen somebody do that with their acrylic toes. Like, if they have flooded the area and they really could not clean it with a brush, they'll use something sharp just so that that product is not touching the skin, because that's guaranteed going to lift. Anyway, y'all, let me get to talking to y'all. I never told y'all this, but there was a few times I went to other nail techs to get my nails done just because I kind of just wanted to relax and enjoy a service. Like, I do my own nails, my hair, my eyebrows. Like, I do everything myself. So every once in a while, I want to feel pampered too. But this one time I went to go get my nails done. I ended up, I don't want to say I didn't like them, but they were okay. Like, I'm not trying to like bash anybody, of course. But as a nail tech, of course, I could see, mistakes and stuff like that. And I had got them really, really long. I think they were like a light blue. And I had realized that she had missed a lot of acrylic on the sidewalls. And that's why I be telling y'all, make sure that acrylic is sidewall to sidewall before you bring it down. Because it just looks funny on the side. Like, it looks very, very funny. Now, don't get me wrong, she's a great nail tech, but me personally, I really wasn't like feeling them, and I was kind of disappointed because they looked way better in the pictures that she took. Like, I was like, how'd she do that? But nonetheless, like, cool. And I was just kind of uncomfortable when I was there. Of course, since I do YouTube, there are plenty of nail techs that know who I am. But I'm not thinking, oh yeah, like they may be nervous or anything like that, since they may know I'm a nail tech. But I don't come and sit down like, hey, like, I have a YouTube, I'm a nail tech too. Like, I don't do that. But sometimes they'll be like, oh, like, don't you do nails too? And I'll sit there like, dang, I thought I was safe today. But there's have been times when nail techs would come to me and they'll be like, oh, I do nails too. That does make me nervous. I don't know why it does, but sometimes it's like, oh, like, okay, like, that's cool. Not that I think, they're trying to take my technique or anything. I think that's so corny when nail techs post, oh, don't try to come to me and steal my techniques. Like, girl, nobody could do it exactly how you do it. Even if I did see something that I liked, like stealing my technique, child. The only reason why I get nervous when other nail techs come to me is because there's been incidents where I did have nail techs come to me and they just get to critique him like they doing the nails or something. I don't like that. I remember around the time I first started doing nails, an older woman had came to me and she was just talking about, how she does nails and stuff. And I think she got like a short arm bracelet, and I was just so upset because the whole time she's like, oh, you can do this or you can do that. And I'm like, why'd you come if you were gonna come and critique everything I'm doing? Like, what exactly do you get out of that? Like, for all of that, we could switch seats and you could do your own nails. Nah, yeah, I'm crying. I'm just saying, like, why? Like, anyway, I did end up doing a plain pink nail. I love this color pink. I'm gonna link exactly what color this is down below. This acrylic powder does dry a little faster. This is one of his more advanced pinks because some of them dry super, super quick. But you guys can see here, like, it's already starting to dry, but it's still real smooth, and I'm bringing it right down the nail. I did only do 2 beads for the color, and there was like a small little chunk of acrylic in my bead, so I did have to get that out. Also, for her thumbnail, I did decide to just cap this nail in 1 bead, and I'm happy I did because I've been starting to do that a lot more, like placing the color and then capping it with the clear in 1 bead, and they've been coming out nice. So I'll probably do like an application video this week, actually showing you guys that on maybe some medium to medium long nails. Next, I'm still in the cuticle area and I'm using my 5-in-1 bit. This bit is also a safety bit. Highly, highly recommended, especially if you are a little nervous about getting close to the skin. I will be doing this for all of the nails, and for the most part, I never use this bit on the actual body of the nail because my application is always really smooth. Therefore, I don't really use the bit to go down the nail, but instead I'll use my hand file to smoothen it out if I do have to. Here, I'm using my 80 grit file to file the sidewalls of the nails, and like I said, to file the top of the nail. Now, when you're filing the top of the nail, you'll know that there's a bump in your acrylic if that place does not turn white. Well, not a bump, but more like a dip. If there's a dip in it, but if there's a dip in it, If there's a dip or a dent, I guess that's how I'm going to describe that. It's not going to turn white, of course, because it's not touching the nail file. So that's how I know that there's a problem there. Look, y'all, I'm in a real good mood today. Christmas was yesterday. I don't celebrate Christmas, but I still did enjoy my day. Just being able to relax and stuff. Like I said, y'all make sure y'all get y'all downtime. A new year is approaching, and I would love to know what are some of y'all goals for the new year down below. After shaping and filing the nails, I did go ahead and buff the nails, but her hand was completely out of the camera when I was doing that. So now I'm applying some of my Zulay Bling Glue, and I'm about to do a full stone nail because it's her birthday and why not? Continuing to use my Zulay Bling Glue, I'm going to now apply some stones I got off of Amazon, and I do not recommend this big stone box, so I'm not going to link it down below, only because I've had 2 or 3 clients tell me that their nail stones came off within 2 days, and when they sent me the pictures, it wasn't the whole stone that came on, it was just the diamond that came off, my bad. The actual backing of the stone was still on the nail, meaning my glue is good, that stone is not. So I actually just tossed the whole box after the third person told me that, because I'm like, it's no way all these girls are hitting their nails that hard to the point where the stone is just coming off and the backing is still there. Lastly, for this nail, I did draw a snowflake, and I really did not like how it came out. When I did these nails, it was my first time doing like the little daughter tool method, and I don't know why I started putting more lines than what I needed, but it still came out nice, and I'm going to show you guys multiple clips at the end of this video. As I'm finishing up these nails, y'all, let me know how y'all feeling about them down below. And if you did enjoy this video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm going to see you guys in the next video.